Unveiling Angola 15 Shocking Facts About Africa's Hidden Treasure. Angola, a country shrouded in mystery and full of untapped potential, has so much more to offer than most people realize. From its tumultuous past to its stunning landscapes, Angola is a nation that's just beginning to show the world its true colors. With its vast natural resources, incredible wildlife, and a culture that's as vibrant as it is rich, Angola is a place that's both captivating and enigmatic. But there's more to this African nation than meets the eye. It's a country with a complex history, a booming economy, and a future that's full of promise. In this video, we're going to dive deep into some of the most shocking and surprising facts about Angola that will change the way you think about this fascinating nation. So, if you're ready to uncover the secrets of Angola, keep watching. Don't forget to like the video, drop a comment below, and subscribe to Taste the World with Thomas for more incredible travel documentaries and facts about the world's most unique destinations. 1. Angola's rich history. From colonization to independence. Angola's history is deeply rooted in colonization, with the Portuguese controlling the region for nearly 400 years. During this period, Angola became a major source of slaves, contributing to the Atlantic slave trade. Portuguese settlers exploited the land's resources, and the native Angolans endured significant hardships. By the mid-20th century, the desire for independence grew stronger, with political movements beginning to rise. After a brutal struggle, Angola finally gained independence in 1975, though the path wasn't easy. The nation was soon engulfed in a devastating civil war that lasted for nearly 3 decades, further complicating the country's journey to peace. Despite these challenges, Angola has risen from its turbulent past and is building a new future. Today, the rich history of Angola can be felt through its culture, art, and resilient people. Learning about this history is essential to understanding the nation's strength and progress. The story of Angola's fight for freedom is a testament to its enduring spirit. 2. The untold secrets of Angola's natural beauty. Angola's natural beauty remains one of its best-kept secrets, with stunning landscapes that are largely untouched by tourism. The country is home to vast savannas, dense rainforests, and rugged mountains that offer breathtaking views. One of the most hidden gems in Angola is its coastline, which stretches for over 1,600 kilometers, offering pristine beaches and untouched wildlife. Angola is also known for its waterfalls, with the Culinary Falls being one of the largest and most spectacular in Africa. The biodiversity in Angola's national parks is staggering, from elephants to rare bird species. The country's natural reserves provide a vital habitat for species that are often overlooked on the world stage. Despite its natural wonders, Angola's environmental resources remain underexplored, making it an adventure seeker's paradise. The remote and rugged nature of the country's terrain makes it difficult for outsiders to access, preserving its beauty for future generations. Angola's environmental potential is just beginning to be recognized globally, making it an exciting destination for those in search of unspoiled nature. 3. Hidden gems. Angola's most breathtaking landscapes. Angola is home to some of the most stunning and untouched landscapes in Africa. From the towering peaks of the Serra de Neve mountain range to the desert sands of the Namibia, the country offers diversity that's hard to match. One of the most breathtaking sights is the Tundavala Fissure, a massive crack in the earth that offers panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. The country's coastline is equally stunning, with secluded beaches and fishing villages waiting to be explored. In the Central Highlands, the vast forests are teeming with wildlife, making it a haven for nature lovers. The peaceful, remote areas of Angola are perfect for travelers seeking solitude and awe-inspiring beauty. Angolans take great pride in their natural surroundings, and their preservation efforts are slowly making these areas more accessible to eco-tourists. Angola's landscapes, many of which have remained hidden from the world, offer incredible opportunities for photography and exploration. These breathtaking views are a reminder of how untouched and raw parts of Africa can still be. Angola's natural gems are poised to become a leading attraction for those looking for adventure off the beaten path. 4. Angola's economy, a nation's struggle for stability. Angola's economy has been shaped by its rich natural resources, particularly oil and diamonds. Following independence, the country's economy was hindered by a lengthy civil war that left much of its infrastructure in ruins. In the post-war era, Angola began rebuilding, with oil becoming the cornerstone of its economy. The country now ranks as one of the largest oil producers in Africa, making it a key player in global markets. However, the oil dependency has also made Angola vulnerable to fluctuating global oil prices. The government has made strides to diversify the economy, investing in agriculture, infrastructure, and tourism. Despite these efforts, Angola still faces challenges in eradicating poverty, as wealth is not equally distributed. The country has one of the highest levels of income inequality in the world, and many Angolans still struggle with basic living conditions. Despite these economic hurdles, Angola's economy continues to grow, with new investments coming in from international companies. The nation's path to stability remains uncertain, but it is clear that Angola is taking significant steps toward a brighter future. 5. The unexplored riches of Angola's oil industry. Angola's oil industry has long been the backbone of its economy, but its wealth is not evenly distributed. Oil exports make up over 90% of the country's export revenue, and Angola is one of the largest oil producers in Africa. However, despite its oil riches, much of Angola's wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few, leading to stark inequality. The cost of oil extraction itself can be high, with offshore fields requiring significant investment in advanced technology. As a result, oil prices in Angola fluctuate in sync with global market trends. In 2023, Angola's government sought to increase oil revenue by attracting foreign investors, but the costs of doing business in Angola remain substantial. For example, the price of offshore drilling can exceed $50 per barrel for oil companies, a cost that is passed down to the economy in the form of higher living costs. Although Angola has begun diversifying its economy, oil remains the cornerstone, and the wealth it generates has yet to fully benefit the broader population. This oil-driven economy influences prices across the country, affecting everything from housing to goods and services. 6. Angola's cost of living. How expensive is it really? Angola's cost of living is notoriously high, with Luanda often topping the list of the world's most expensive cities for expatriates. For instance, the average rent for a 3-bedroom apartment in Luanda can cost upwards of $3,000 per month, making it one of the most expensive cities in Africa for housing. A basic meal at a mid-range restaurant will set you back around $20 per person, while local grocery prices have soared in recent years. Imported goods, such as cereals and dairy products, can be particularly expensive, with some everyday items marked up by as much as 100% compared to neighboring countries. Gasoline prices are somewhat lower than global averages, with a litre costing around $1.20, but transportation costs are still significant due to the lack of infrastructure. For locals, living costs are a heavy burden, as the average salary hovers around $600 a month, making basic needs like healthcare and food unaffordable for many. The combination of high import taxes and a volatile exchange rate makes Angola's living expenses challenging for the average citizen. Despite its oil wealth, much of the population remains in poverty, highlighting the disparity between the country's economic growth and the day-to-day struggles of its people. 7. The price of luxury, Angola's exclusive real estate market. Angola's luxury real estate market has been fueled by the oil boom, with prices for high-end properties in Luanda reaching astronomical heights. Exclusive apartments and penthouses in the capital can easily cost between $5,000 and $15,000 per month in rent, a figure far out of reach for most Angolans. The sale of premium real estate is equally eye-watering, with luxury homes in the most sought-after areas of Luanda fetching prices of over $1 million. Developers have targeted expatriates and wealthy Angolans, offering properties with high-end amenities such as swimming pools, gyms, and security services. However, the high cost of living and luxury housing has led to a real estate bubble in some areas, with prices occasionally inflated beyond what the local market can sustain. A prime example is the Ilha de Luanda area, where prime beachfront properties can sell for as much as $2 million. The demand for exclusive housing has created a division between the elite and the general population, with limited access to affordable housing for most citizens. Foreign investment in luxury properties has added to the pressure on local markets, driving up real estate prices further. In addition to housing costs, utility bills in luxury accommodations can be exorbitant, with residents paying upwards of $300 per month for water, electricity, and maintenance. Despite the opulence of Angola's luxury real estate market, the affordability gap continues to widen between the rich and poor. 8. The mysterious Tundavala Fissure, Angola's natural wonder. The Tundavala Fissure is not just a geological marvel, but also a destination that comes with its own set of costs for those seeking to explore it. Visiting the Tundavala Fissure, located in the heart of Angola's highlands, requires traveling from Luanda, and the journey typically costs around $200, $300 for a round-trip flight, depending on the season. Once in the region, transportation and guided tours to the fissure can cost an additional $50, $100 per person, depending on the level of service and accessibility. The cost of accommodations nearby varies, with budget lodging starting around $30 per night, while more upscale options in the area can go up to $150 per night. For those looking to explore beyond the fissure itself, there are other attractions in the surrounding mountains, but tours can get expensive, sometimes exceeding $200 per day for a guided experience. The Tundavala Fissure is also located in a remote area, making logistics difficult, which means travelers must plan carefully and factor in additional transportation costs. Despite these expenses, many consider the views and natural beauty of the Tundavala Fissure well worth the investment. Its combination of breathtaking landscapes and unique geological features continues to make it one of Angola's most sought-after but relatively undiscovered destinations. 9. Angola's vibrant culture, a unique blend of traditions and modernity. Angola's culture is a rich tapestry woven from diverse ethnic groups, languages, and historical influences. The country's population is made up of over 100 different ethnic groups, each with its own customs, music, and dance traditions. One of Angola's most famous cultural expressions is the Kuduro dance, which blends traditional African rhythms with modern electronic beats. Despite its urban growth, Angola has managed to retain much of its cultural heritage, especially in rural areas where traditional clothing, rituals, and crafts are still widely practiced. Angola's music scene is equally diverse, with styles like semba and kazukuta taking center stage in the country's vibrant nightlife. The influence of Portuguese colonialism is also evident in Angola's food, language, and architecture. Angola is a country where ancient traditions coexist with modern influences, creating a unique cultural identity that attracts visitors from around the world. While Luanda is a bustling metropolis, its cultural pulse can be felt through the rhythms of music and the energy of its people. Festivals celebrating Angola's history, music, and arts provide locals and visitors alike with an opportunity to experience the country's rich cultural diversity. From vibrant street markets to intimate family gatherings, Angola's culture is alive, dynamic, and ever-changing. 10. Angola's wildlife, a haven for nature lovers. Angola's wildlife is as diverse and stunning as its landscapes, with the country home to a range of species that can only be found in this part of the world. The southern region of Angola is home to the giant sable antelope, a species once thought to be extinct, but now thriving in protected reserves. Angola's national parks, such as the Iona National Park and Cuichama National Park, offer a chance to see elephants, lions, and a variety of antelope species in their natural habitat. Birdwatching is also a popular activity, as Angola is a haven for migratory birds, with more than 800 species of birds recorded. The coastal region is rich in marine life, with whales, dolphins, and sea turtles often spotted in its waters. However, Angola's wildlife is still recovering from the effects of years of civil war, which disrupted conservation efforts and led to the depletion of many species. In recent years, efforts have been made to restore Angola's wildlife populations through conservation programs and anti-poaching initiatives. Angola's natural beauty and biodiversity make it a promising destination for ecotourism, although the country's infrastructure is still developing to cater to international visitors. For nature enthusiasts and wildlife lovers, Angola is an exciting frontier, offering untamed wilderness that is still largely unexplored. 11. Angola's culinary delights, a taste of African fusion. Angola's cuisine is a flavorful blend of African, Portuguese, and indigenous influences, creating a unique culinary landscape that is rich in spices, seafood, and meats. One of the most popular dishes is moqueca, a rich seafood stew made with fish, tomatoes, and palm oil, served with rice or funge, a starchy dish similar to polenta. Cachupa, a hearty stew of beans, corn, and pork, is another staple, especially in the country's coastal regions. Grilled meats, such as chicken and goat, are often served with spicy sauces and side dishes like fried plantains or sweet potatoes. The influence of Portuguese colonization is evident in dishes like bacalhau, salted cod, and pastéis, fried pastries filled with meat or fish. Angola's wide variety of seafood, including shrimp, crab, and lobster, makes the coastal areas especially attractive for food lovers. The country's diverse landscape also contributes to the variety of ingredients used in its cooking, from fresh herbs and tropical fruits to locally sourced grains and vegetables. Angola's food culture is one of communal enjoyment, with family meals and street food vendors playing an important role in daily life. Whether it's at a bustling market or a roadside cafe, food is an essential part of Angolan hospitality and culture, offering a taste of the country's diverse and rich heritage. 12. Angola's education system, striving for progress. Angola's education system has made significant strides in recent years, with efforts to expand access to education for all children. Despite a history of limited resources due to the Civil War, Angola has worked to rebuild and modernize its educational infrastructure. Primary and secondary education is now free and compulsory, with enrollment rates steadily increasing across the country. However, challenges remain, particularly in rural areas where schools may be underfunded and lack sufficient teaching materials. While urban centers like Luanda have seen improvements in the quality of education, the rural-urban divide in educational access is still a significant issue. Universities in Angola, such as the Agostinho Neto University, are working to provide higher education opportunities, but the country's higher education system is still in the process of expansion and improvement. There is a growing emphasis on technical and vocational training to provide young people with the skills needed to enter the workforce. Despite these advancements, Angola's education system still faces challenges such as teacher shortages, outdated curricula, and a lack of modern technology in schools. Nevertheless, the government continues to invest in education as a key pillar of national development, recognizing that improving education is essential for the country's long-term progress. With continued efforts, Angola is working toward a future where education plays a central role in breaking the cycle of poverty and promoting economic growth. 13. Angola's rapid urbanization, a nation in transition. Angola is experiencing rapid urbanization, particularly in the capital city of Luanda, which has grown exponentially over the past few decades. Once a small colonial port town, Luanda now boasts a population of over 8 million people, making it one of the fastest-growing cities in Africa. This rapid expansion has resulted in the construction of modern skyscrapers, shopping malls, and a burgeoning middle class. However, urbanization has also brought challenges such as overcrowded neighborhoods, strained infrastructure, and a growing gap between the wealthy and the poor. Many Angolans living in urban areas face issues like inadequate access to healthcare, education, and clean water. The government has been investing in infrastructure projects such as road improvements, sewage systems, and housing developments to accommodate the growing population. Despite these efforts, the informal settlement areas in cities like Luanda remain a reality for many. While the urbanization trend signals progress, it also highlights the need for more sustainable development strategies to ensure the benefits are evenly distributed among all Angolans. As the nation transitions into a more urbanized future, it must navigate these challenges to provide a better quality of life for all its citizens. 14. Angola's political landscape, a changing nation. Angola's political landscape has undergone significant changes since the end of the civil war in 2002. The country was ruled by the late José Eduardo dos Santos for nearly 40 years, during which time the nation saw both political stability and a growing divide between the ruling elite and the general population. After Dos Santos stepped down in 2017, his successor, João Lourenço, promised reforms and greater political openness. Lourenço has made efforts to tackle corruption, diversify the economy, and improve the country's international standing. However, Angola's political system remains tightly controlled, and the ruling People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, still holds significant power. Critics argue that while there have been some positive changes, the political environment remains challenging for opposition parties and civil society groups. Angola's media landscape is also tightly regulated, with limited space for independent reporting. Nevertheless, there is hope that the ongoing political reforms will lead to a more transparent and inclusive system in the future. As Angola continues to evolve politically, the expectations for greater democracy and citizen participation are growing. The future of the nation's political landscape will largely depend on the government's ability to balance power, promote good governance, and address the needs of all Angolans. 15. The future of Angola, a nation on the rise. Angola stands at a crossroads with immense potential for growth and development, but also significant challenges to overcome. The country's oil wealth has helped drive its economy, but there are ongoing efforts to diversify and reduce reliance on natural resources. The future of Angola lies in sectors such as agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing, where investments are beginning to bear fruit. Despite ongoing struggles with poverty, unemployment, and inequality, there is optimism that Angola's youth will play a crucial role in driving the nation forward. The country's young population, with a median age of just 16 years old, represents a promising future for innovation and economic growth. As Angola continues to modernize its infrastructure and improve access to education and healthcare, the prospects for a more equitable society are improving. Angola's strategic location on the Atlantic coast, along with its rich natural resources, makes it an attractive destination for foreign investment. However, for Angola to fully realize its potential, it will need to address its political and social issues, ensuring that the benefits of progress are shared across all levels of society. With a growing economy, a youthful population, and ongoing reforms, Angola is on the path to becoming a more stable, prosperous, and globally competitive nation. Conclusion: Angola is a nation filled with contrasts, rich in natural resources, yet facing significant challenges in economic equality and political openness. With a rich cultural history, diverse landscapes, and a growing economy, Angola offers incredible potential. However, like many nations emerging from conflict, the road to prosperity and stability remains a complex journey. From the untapped potential of its oil industry to the mysteries of its untouched natural wonders, Angola's future is full of promise. Yet, the nation must address its internal struggles with poverty, urbanization, and inequality in order to truly harness its potential. As Angola continues to evolve and modernize, it holds the promise of becoming one of Africa's most influential and prosperous nations. The question remains, will it rise to the challenge? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Taste the World with Thomas for more fascinating insights into the world's most unique destinations. See you in the next adventure.